Hello, welcome to Franny James Chair Yoga for Everybody. In this 60-minute-ish practice, we're going to focus on the neck and the shoulders. We will be using a block at one point. So if you have a block, grab it, or a thick book. You will also be coming to standing, so I suggest that you have a mat or you're on carpet. Okay, so, and of course, you need a chair without arms if you have one. So come to about the middle of your seat, feet firmly planted, toes pointing in front of you. And by feet being firmly planted, find the ball of your big toe, the balls of your pinky toes, and your heel. And try to engage those 3 points equally on each foot, while at the same time imagining a string pulling the crown of your head up and softening your face, your neck, your shoulders. And on an inhale, gently lift your shoulders up. And exhale, let them go. And inhale, squeeze them up a little tighter. And exhale, release. And then inhale, squeeze them more tightly, making fists. And release. Once more, squeeze tightly, make fists, maybe squeeze your mouth. And release. And notice the sensation of your shoulders falling away from your ears while you continue to have your feet firmly planted. And then let's find our breath. So we're breathing deeply and fully through our nose if that's possible today. Deep inhales and slow, full exhales. On the inhale, perhaps notice how your chest expands as you fill it with air. And on the exhale, gently draw your belly into your spine to push all of that air out. So continue like that. We're trying to breathe like that throughout our time together. And perhaps even beyond. Next exhale, let your arms come to your side. And on an inhale, lift your arms out at your side, maybe coming up over your head, maybe palms touching. And exhale, slowly float down. The maybes are because you're listening to your body, being kind and compassionate with yourself, and following my one rule of no pain, no pain. So you might not lift all the way up. There might be maybe only one arm comes up. Maybe one of your shoulders is bothering you and this is too much. Taking to the top of your inhale to get to whatever your up is. And then the bottom of your exhale to get all the way down. We'll do 2 more. Last one. And exhale down. Bring your hands to rest on your thighs. And on the next exhale, tuck your chin into your chest. And then inhale, roll your right ear towards your right shoulder, finishing that inhale with your nose pointed up. And then exhale your left ear to your left shoulder, And finish that exhale with your chin tucked into your chest. So taking one deep inhale and one slow, full exhale to complete a circle. Being mindful of the 4 directions that your neck is moving in. Shoulders continue to fall away from your ears, just your neck is moving. And next time you come to the front, go in the other direction. And next time you come to your chin tucked. The next inhale, lift up to a neutral position, shoulders away from your ears. And come back just enough in your chair where when you lift your legs, you don't feel like you're gonna fall out. You're still able to sit up nice and straight. So bring your hands to your side. And on an inhale, lift up your right arm and your left leg. And exhale down. Again, remembering that up means whatever up means in your body. Exhale down. We're going back and forth. Right arm, left leg. Exhale down. Left arm, right leg. And exhale down. So up could be this on one side, and maybe it's a little different on the other side. Just find your rhythm. Moving with the breath, deep inhales, slow, full exhales. One more on each side. And then next time, lift up both arms and both legs. And exhale, float down. And then lift your legs and your arms again. And let's make some circles with your wrists and your ankles. Still breathing deeply and fully. So you might be moving a little faster than your breath. Similar to how life around us is often moving very quickly. We want to still breathe deeply and fully. And after your next exhale, reverse your circles. And come to stillness. And we're about 10 minutes in. Take a moment to check in with how you feel. How does your body feel? How does your breath feel? And on your next exhale, tilt your right ear to your right shoulder. Inhale up. And exhale, left ear towards your left shoulder. And inhale up. Back to the right. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. Inhale up. And exhale over to the right. And we're going to stay here for a few deep breaths. So allow your shoulders to fall away from your ears. next inhale back to the center and exhale over to the left side. And inhale back to center. And exhale, turn and look over your right shoulder. Inhale to center. Exhale, look over the left shoulder. Inhale to center. Exhale back to the right. Next exhale to the left. And then exhale back to the right. And once again, we'll stay here for a few breaths. Allowing your shoulders to fall away from your ears. Engaging with those 3 points on each foot. Inhale back to the center and exhale to the left. And inhale back to the center and exhale there. And then inhale, lift up your toes and spread your fingers. And then exhale, lower your toes, lift your heels, and lower your fingers. So inhale, toes and fingers up. Exhale, toes down, fingers down. You might add in your neck. So on the inhale, nose to the ceiling. And exhale, tuck your chin into your chest. So inhale, lift your toes, fingers, nose. And exhale, lower your fingers, tuck your chin into your chest, and lift your heels. So a few more times, always moving with your breath. Which means you might not always be moving with me. That's fine. It's your breath. And next exhale, let everything float down. And then bring your arms out in front of you with your palms up. And inhale, bring your fingertips to your shoulders. And exhale, extend your arms. So your elbows could stay bent here a little bit. Always finding what works in your body. Inhale, chest expands. Exhale, draw your belly into your spine. Last one. And exhale, float your arms down, give them a little wiggle, and then bring your arms back up. Inhale, palms up. Exhale, palms down. Inhale, palms up, chest expands. Exhale, palms down, belly to spine. Two more. And exhale, float on down again. Shake your arms out. And then lift your arms up like a cactus. Inhale there, and exhale, twist to the right. Inhale to center, and exhale to the left. Let your chin go with your body. Keep those feet firmly planted. It's just your upper body moving. And if ever you get tired, take a break. Just sit and breathe deeply and fully. So many of the benefits of what we're doing would be present even if you just sat in your chair and breathed deeply and fully. And next time you inhale to the center, exhale, let those arms come down. Again, give them a little shake. And then bring your arms out to the side with your palms up. And we're going to start making some circles, going backwards. Inhale up, exhale down. And then go in the other direction. And lower your arms and inhale, shoulders up to your ears. And exhale, shoulder blades together, down and back. And coming to stillness. And then push your right hand away from you, like you're pushing against something. Inhale there, or exhale there. And then inhale, turn and look away. And exhale, look back at that arm. And as you inhale, bring your fingertips to your shoulder, looking away. And exhale, push, looking towards that hand. Inhale, fingers to shoulders, turning to the left. Exhale, looking to the right, pushing that arm. And the next inhale, come back to center. And exhale, push that arm out to the left. Inhale, fingertips to your shoulders, look to your right. Exhale, looking to your left, pushing that palm away. And inhale, back to center. And give your arms a little shake. They've been working hard. Shake them out. Imagine you're shaking off something you need to shake off today or this evening. Some fear, some resentment. some concern, just shake it off. And bring your arms up if that feels okay. And bring your arms back down. Even if you just shake it off for a moment and take it right back, just let it go. And bring your arms back. So now your hands are resting on your thighs. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see what I'm doing with my back on this next one. On an inhale, I'm going to tilt forward, lift my chest and my face. And exhale, tuck my chin into my chest, drawing belly into spine, rounding my back. So on the inhale, there's a slight arch. And on the exhale, there's a rounding. So this is a really nice movement for your spine. You don't want to overdo it. Small arch is better than a big arch that pinches or hurts. And a small rounding is better than a big rounding if it pinches or hurts. And on the inhale, your chest is expanding. Exhale, draw your belly into your spine. Couple more. And then inhale, lift your chest and your face. And exhale back to a neutral spine. So now we're going to do a few rounds of sun salutation A. So bring your hands to your side, feet firmly planted, ankles under your knees. And on an inhale, lift your arms up over your head, shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, hinge at your hips, fold forward, let your head fall heavy towards the floor. Next, inhale, halfway lift. Bring your hands to your shins, keep your neck long. Exhale, bring your hands to your thighs, elbows squeezing, pushing like a plank. Inhale, lift your chest and your face. And exhale, you can extend your arms out, pushing like you're pushing against a wall. Shoulders away from your ears, engaging with your sits bones in the chair and your feet. We stay here for 5 breaths. If this is too much, you can always come into a cat with your hands on your knees, belly to spine, chin to chest, like a cat that's just waking up. So you'll hear me counting. I'm just reminding you to breathe. And 5. On the next inhale, come to halfway lift, hands on your shins, neck is long. Exhale, let your head and your hands fall. Inhale, lifting up through your chest, reach your arms out to your side, coming all the way up. And exhale down through heart center and to your side. We'll do 3 more like that. Deep inhale, reaching your arms up. Slow, full exhale, fold forward, head is heavy. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to your thighs like you're pushing into a plank. Inhale, lift your chest and your face. And then exhale, extend your arms like a downward dog, or you can come into a cat. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on your shins. Exhale, let your head and your hands fall. And inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale down through heart center and to your side. Deep inhale, arms up. Slow, full exhale, fold forward. Deep inhale, halfway lift. Slow, full exhale, push into your plank, elbows squeezing your body. Deep inhale, lift your chest and your face. And exhale, downward dog or cat. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. And inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale down through heart center and to your side. One more. Deep inhale, arms up. Slow, full exhale, fold forward. Deep inhale, halfway lift. Slow, full exhale, push into your plank. Deep inhale, lift your chest and your face. And slow, full exhale, push into your downward dog or your cat. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, let your head and your hands fall. And inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale down through heart center and to your side. Nice. Now get your block or your book and come to a little bit towards the front of your chair and walk your feet out. So now your knees and your toes are pointing in the same direction. Take your block and put it next to your left foot. And maybe it's high, maybe it's medium, maybe it's low, wherever you want it to go. Inhale, bring your arms out to the side. And exhale, bring that left arm onto the block. And your right arm's up, straight above you. Make sure you're sitting evenly in your chair here. And you're breathing deeply and fully. Shoulders away from your ears. Might be gazing up towards that right hand. And then inhale, bring the block, arms out. And then exhale, bring that block down onto the right side, and the same thing. Right hand on the block, left arm up. Maybe gazing up towards that left hand. Sits bones even in the chair. And then inhale, bring your arms out. And you can lower that block, arms out. And then bring your left forearm to your left thigh and your right arm out over your right ear. And gazing up towards that right arm. Breathing deeply and fully, feeling both feet equally planted. And inhale, stretch your arms out. And exhale, the right forearm to the right thigh. Left arm out over your left ear. Again, making sure both feet are firmly planted. And inhale, bring your arms out. And exhale to the side. And then walk your feet back towards the center. And come back so you're once again in the middle of your chair. Bring your hands to your side, or you can keep them rested for this one for now. Push into your left foot and lift your right heel. Okay, so you could stay here. We're doing a seated tree. So you could your right heel could be lifted. You could lift up your right foot. You could bring that right foot over towards your left leg, which is a little tricky to do in the chair. So just kind of gently rest there. And then bring your hands to heart center. So remember, you could have your heel up, foot slightly up, or bring your foot over. And breathe deeply and fully, pushing into that left foot, shoulders away from your ears. Maybe bring your arms up over your head or keep them at heart center. Bring your hands back to heart center on an exhale. Bring that foot down, lower your hands. And now do the other side. So root into your right foot, lift up your left heel, maybe lift up your left foot, maybe bring that foot over. Wherever your foot is, bring your hands to heart center, pushing into that right foot. You're standing on it, breathing deeply and fully. Maybe bring your arms up. Most important thing here throughout really is, can you breathe deeply and fully? If you're not able to breathe deeply and fully, you might be pushing yourself a little too much. So back off. And exhale, hands together, lower that foot, and come on down. And then make your way to standing. And come behind your chair. I'm going to stay in front of my chair so you can see what I'm doing. But come behind your chair so it's there for you to hold on to if you need it. Okay? First thing we're going to do, I'm going to move this block. It's not in my way. And just kind of shake your legs. And shake your arms. Resetting everything. We've been sitting, we've been moving a lot, we've been working hard. And then come to stillness. And then bring your feet about the distance of your chair, about the width of your chair. And we're going to do some hip rolls. So begin rolling your hips. Same principle as we've been using. An inhale and an exhale to make a circle. I like to keep a little bend in my knees. Your hands can be wherever you like them to be. They could be on your hips. They could be resting on your thighs. They could be just kind of swinging around. And then go in the other direction. If you're much of a walker, this is a nice one to do. Walking's great for us, but it can tighten your hips. So doing some hip rolls after a walk is a nice way to open your hips back up. And then coming to neutral. And bring your feet a little closer together, about hip distance apart. So find your hip bone right there, and then down from that is hip distance apart. So it's not out here, it's here. And engage with those 3 points on your feet again. The balls of your big toes, the balls of your pinky toes, and your heels. And we're going to keep our feet firmly planted, but we're going to shift weight. So on the inhale, shift the weight into the balls of your feet. And on the exhale, shift it back towards the heels. So the feet stay flat. When I shift forward, my heels don't lift. And when I shift back, my toes don't lift. So inhale, shift the weight to the balls. And exhale, shift the weight back to the heels. And notice the sensations here in your legs, in your core. And then exhale back to neutral. And relax your legs, relax your shoulders. Yours might have stayed relaxed. Mine often want to get involved. And we're going to shift from side to side. So inhale, shift your weight towards one side. And then exhale towards the other. Again, the feet are staying flat. We're just shifting the weight. Notice where the sensations in your legs are moving this way. I feel it around my ankles, but we all feel things differently. And exhale back to neutral. Relax. And now we're going to make a circle with our bodies as we go from each of those 4 places. So starting with your weight shifted towards your balls, then over to one edge, back to your heels, and then to the other edge. And inhale to get about halfway, and then exhale to finish. And next time you come to the front, reverse the direction. And then come back to neutral. And again, shake out your legs, shake your arms. Okay, so now we're going to do a standing tree. So remember, you're behind your chair, so your chair is there to hold on to with one hand or both hands, whatever you need. A couple of different options, a few different options. You could bring your heel to rest on top of your other foot. You could bring your heel just right above your ankle, or you could bring your foot to your calf. So you go where you need to go. One of the most important things about balance postures is not to look at a person. So try not to look at me when you're doing this. If you're doing this in a room with a friend or two, try not to look at them. Usually we find a space to look at on the floor, on the floor in front of us. You might think, oh, I'll close my eyes, but don't do that. Makes it really challenging. So root into your left foot, and then bring your right foot wherever you'd like for it to go. And let your breath tell you if you're in the right place. You might bring your hands or one hand to heart center. So you want to be able to breathe deeply and fully. You might bring your arms up or one arm up over your head, the other one's on the chair. And exhale, bring your palms together if they're apart. Bring that knee towards the front and lower down. Gentle shake. And then shift the weight to your right foot and bring your left foot wherever it's going to go, where you can breathe deeply and fully and maintain the posture. Maybe one or both hands come to heart center. Maybe your arms come up over your head. And bring your hands to heart center, knee towards the front, lower down, shake it off. And come to seated. So the thing about tree, or really anything we're doing, is we want to find a balance between ease and effort. So we don't want it to be so easy that it's like we're not doing anything. We want to feel the effort while still able to breathe. Okay, so that place is different for everybody. And if you feel like you're exerting effort and you're still breathing, then you're working just as hard as the person whose head is around their neck and breathing. You really are. Okay, so just remember that. Balance between ease and effort. Okay, so bring your hands to rest on your legs, sitting the same as we've been since the beginning, about in the middle of the chair, feet facing forward. And we're going to do a little breathing practice. So turn your palms up, and we're going to do the square breath. So a square breath has, like a square, has 4 equal sides. So we inhale, we pause, we exhale, we pause. Okay? So I'm going to do inhale 4, pause 4, exhale 4, pause 4. And I will count us through several of those squares. And then I'll suggest that you count yourself. Because maybe you want to go a little slower. Maybe you want to count to 5 or 6. Or maybe you want to go a little faster and you want to count to 3 or even 2. You just want to find where you can be equal. For me, It's that pausing of the exhale. It shows me what my count should be. That's the most difficult one for me. So, but you'll find which one is the most challenging. Okay. So take a deep inhale together and exhale together. And then lower your eyes and inhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Now continue with your count. 4 equal sides. And after you've paused, after your next exhale, allow your breathing to return to normal, no longer counting. And once again, check in with how your body feels. How does your breath feel? And then bring your hands to your side, your palms facing back. Take an inhale and exhale, hinge forward from your hips. And then inhale, lift up your arms behind you and lift your chest and your face towards the ceiling. And another way to check if you're somewhere in that balance between ease and effort is if you can smile. So you want to be able to breathe deeply and fully and smile, while also feeling the stretch. With this one, you might imagine you're on your belly and you're reaching back for your ankles. And exhale, lower your arms, tuck your chin into your chest. And inhale, slowly come up. Exhale there. And then step back so you're leaning against the back of your chair, you're resting. And if you have glasses on, take them off. And rub your hands together. And then bring your fingertips to your temples. And make circles there at your temples. Maybe big, maybe little. And then bring your fingertips to where your jaw meets your ears and make some circles there. We often carry a lot of tension in our jaw. This is a nice place to do a little self-massage. And then bring your thumbs under your chin. And then we're going to slide those thumbs from your chin on your jaw towards your ears. And then lift them up and repeat. So we're just sliding along our jaw. Again, releasing any residual tension there might be in your jaw. And then bring your fingers behind your neck and gently rub your neck, the back, the sides, wherever you need a little attention there. And then bring your fingertips to your chest and gently tap on your chest, your collarbone area. And then let your hands drop to your side. And then on an inhale, lift your arms and your legs, big stretch. And exhale, float down. And then inhale, make fist, flex your toes. And exhale down. One more time, make fist, flex your toes, maybe squeeze your mouth. And release. And allow yourself to get as comfortable as you'd like in your chair. You could lie down on your floor if you'd like here, if you're able to get back up. And maybe your palms are up on your thighs. Maybe they're down. If you're on the floor, they might be out at the side, resting on the floor. And you could do that in the chair as well. It's whatever feels comfortable and restful. And soften your face, that space between your eyebrows, your jaw. Soften your neck. Allow your shoulders to fall away from your ears. And allow your hips to sink into the chair or the floor. And then we're going to notice our body from our toes to our forehead. Noticing if we feel any tension or tightness. and softening it if we find it. So notice your toes and your feet, the tops and bottoms of your feet. Notice your ankles and your heels. And notice your calves and your shins and your knees, the front, the back, the sides of your knees. And notice your thighs and your hips, again allowing your hips to sink a little deeper into the chair or the floor. And notice your belly. And your lower back, your middle back, and your upper back, especially the area around your shoulder blades. And then bring your attention to your chest area and notice the expansion of your ribs on your inhale, and then how they contract on the exhale. And then notice your collarbone area. Allow your shoulders to again fall away from your ears, and notice your arms from the tops of your shoulders all the way down to your fingertips. And notice your throat and the sides and the back of your neck, and even your ears, and especially your jaw, and your cheeks and your temples, and your forehead and that space between your eyebrows. And with the next few exhales, feel your body sink deeper into the chair or the floor with each exhale. Perhaps still focusing on that space between your eyebrows. And on your next inhale, make it the deepest inhale yet today through your nose. And exhale, sigh it out. Do that again. And wiggle your fingers and your toes. And roll your wrists and your ankles, both directions. And reach your arms up, big stretch. And maybe sway from side to side. And bring your hands to heart center, lower your feet. And take a moment of gratitude for all the good and positive in your life. And if today is a struggle to think of anything, you've always got the kindness and the love and the compassion that you showed yourself by taking this class, and how that will increase your capacity to be kind and loving and compassionate with others. The light in me sees and honors the light in you, which is what Namaste means, so Namaste. Sit as long as you'd like. And I hope you have a lovely rest of your day or evening.